I think it's time for a little roads to power, don't you? Apologies that we are late today. RimWorld went up late, so as a result, everything goes up late. But we have a solid game plan for Grigner today. The plan is Grigner Hood? Robin Grigner? You know what I mean. Steals from the bad and gives to the good. In this case, himself, Master Grigner the Wolf Father. As a lot of you have quite rightly pointed out, he had that ambition, I think it's in one of his modifiers, right? A lust for land, which gives us a pretty solid goal for this character, right? Try and get him some land. I think that makes perfect sense. Not only that, it was, not last episode, but the episode before, of course, he had to spend time consoling his daughter, who was terribly upset, Grima Grigner's daughter, terribly upset that she had to live the peasant life, traveling around, living in tents, fighting for survival, fishing for provisions, whatever that happens to be. There's a lot of good reason to get some land for this character. Now, we'll carry on as an adventurer. We'll play as the second-born, maybe the jaded Grigner Grignerson, passed over for succession while him and his daughter go live in a castle. Maybe this kid wants to live on the land a bit more. Maybe he's got used to it out here. Many of you have pointed out he'd have a reason to be scorned. He's a vengeful man, and early on he was immediately branded a criminal and a fornicator just because he fell in love with somebody. Just because they were not married, he is being actively punished for that. If we travel to any Norse lands, there's a chance that we could just be arrested. And I think the vengeful Grigner would not be happy about that. We're going to stick it to these lords of Sweden, or the lords of wherever. I mean, most of the world at this point, because fornicators generally a crime everywhere. We took on a tremendous amount of debt just to survive, and out of all of these quests that we've done, legitimate or criminal, it's the criminal stuff that's dragged us out of wallowing in a pit. It's the one that's allowed us to expand our camp, get some luxuries, not a massive amount of luxuries, of course, but get the basics in place so that his children won't want for anything. And I think that's exactly the play we're going to carry on with. So we did move up to here as part of a quest yesterday where some lady sent us on a treasure hunt. I don't know if there's much up here for us. We can fight corruption or escort an emissary. Transport them to a distant county. Where exactly is it you would like to go? Does it say in the quest? No, it does not. That would be quite useful so that we could plan out, though. Let's just have a look and see what he wants, then. A delegation from Chieftain Ovan of Yulavadno saunters through the flaps of my great tent. Greetings, adventurer, speaks an envoy. Many are the roads of this world, and treacherous. If you'll work for Yulavando, my liege will pay you well for your expertise. I, Bayan, the most loyal servant of the chieftain. It is his words that I carry to Kittel, to the hall of Chieftain Ribma. There's a lot of horrifying names here. I'm not going to get any of these right, am I? Guide me, protect me, and trust my missive does not fail. Right. You're being traveled to Kitilla, escorting Bayan out of the court of here. Okay, he moves to stay at our camp. All of our camp will move. That was kind of what I was going for, to be honest. I was kind of hoping we could move the camp to somewhere where we might get some more criminal contracts, and maybe we'll flip over to freebooters, huh? Sorry, you want me to move where? To who? I was a little confused about the wording on that. I have bought Chieftain... I have bought before Chieftain Rimba himself. Oh, I see. Sorry. We're taking the camp over to this guy. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's quest complete. Oh. Well, that was an easy quest. Great start. What was it I was saying about being a criminal because it's easy money? Oh, maybe I'm changing my mind a bit here. Again, I think it's one of those quests where you're supposed to escort them throughout their realm from one part of the realm to the other. So, for example, if we got that down in, I don't know, France here, they might ask us to take them from South France to Northern France. In this case, it's a guy with a single county, so it didn't quite work as intended. I think we're going to move back down to where we originally came from, down in Sweden. Now, we've got a couple of options, of course, of being landed. A lot of you in the comments pointed out, and I actually kind of like this idea, that we become a peasant leader. So, you know that quest where we had, was it fight corruption or stamp out peasants or whatever? Here we are. We've got oh no, it wasn't this one. It was whatever one we did yesterday where we were traveling around helping them all. If we back the peasants, we can become a peasant leader and lead a peasant revolt. That can lead to us getting land and stuff like that. So I think that might be... the angle we go for, because that sounds pretty fun. Peasant leader is also a very powerful trait, makes other nobles dislike us, but we already dislike them, so maybe the feeling should be mutual. This is going to cost us 1,300 provisions, probably the biggest expense that we've had so far. We need to start getting some new recruits. Actually, before we leave, let's see if there's anyone here that we can steal. They're being besieged. All right, then. I guess that's probably a very good reason to leave, if nothing else. I mean, it is better to have this guy be caravan master than to not have one at all, so we'll take that. And then we've only got two major dangers. That's because, I mean, we've got the wilderness kit for the tiger. That's the best we can do, unfortunately. 1,300 provisions, which we will be able to build up in no time. We've made it past the dangers with no problem. Okay, that should be good. Oh, right. Sorry, we've got to do something sinful here. Now we've got a camp of characters that have started to define themselves pretty well. Hoping we'll get some more events when we, of course, we build up our camp a bit more, and that will give us more events, right? We've got Refill the Chaste. We've got, of course, Half Reader, our second, the Trickster. That's a great name. We've got Steen the Timid, one of our recent additions there. That incredibly good that incredibly good stewardship character. Where did he end up going in the end? So, Furkulk over on Discord suggested, I'm actually kind of glad he left, I forgot that he did. Cirkvir the Hawk, they said rename him to Cirkvir the Hawk Tour, and I'm so glad we're not doing that in hindsight. Now I've got a very good excuse to not do it. Sorry, but he's already gone. Maybe I shuffled him away while you weren't looking. I don't like that meme, it was a dead meme on arrival. It was an engineered meme, okay, but it was pretty good in this situation. Let's go and hear a story or two and build up some more of that Hastelooter experience. What do you think? See why not. I'm going to see that we get like a little bit of stewardship lifestyle experience. I think it's probably we're going to see more benefit of getting wit than we are of anything else here. So let's stick with that one. Let's use up for recruitment. So we have Ulfilda, who's okay. She's got pretty alright prowess. We've got Asa af Ulborg. She is a witch you say. Ooh. And then we've got Ulvir. I'm not really taken by any of them. Asa looks like a fine specimen. You're a monster. I only see potential in Ulfilda. She's very, very, very learned, and we did lose our... Remember we had, what was his name? Floaty the Goaty yesterday before he died. I think we will take you then. See, I'm remembering all the names of these minor characters that I would never otherwise remember. We're done here. That'll do. Let's go and have a look around for... Ooh, hold on. Before we do anything else, I was going to say we'll have a look for some criminal contracts, see if the town crier has that. Before we take them up on that, maybe now's the time we head over to our camp and we flip over to freebooters. So that will give us the ability to find more criminal contracts of all kinds, as you can see there. Find some more prowess and intrigue as well. Prowess is our, absolutely our guy's specialization. We've got a lot of good characters that are skilled in that as well. Obviously, the camp upgrades, we should probably focus on getting these done. Unlocks the Master Thief Officer. Okay. Gallows Bait trait experience down by 25%, which is a positive, because I think some of them give massive opinion hits, right? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, a lot of vassal opinion, a lot of negatives. I'm not necessarily so bothered, because I think the positives outweigh the negatives. Marauder at the highest level gives you an extra murder scheme, which is obviously very, very powerful. What else we got here? Mortician tools. Gain gold from your battles in... Gain battle victories in any battles that end in the county of your camp. Oh, we go rob the dead. Crack out the teeth, cut away any valuables before they bloat too far. That is filthy. And given that we're in the capital of Sweden, you presume there'd be quite a few battles nearby. Ransom cages. Unlocks the abduct scheme, so we could try and grab some nobles, ransom them back. That could be quite fun. Expert negotiators gives a flat 25% monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience. That's bloody good, isn't it? Wowee. Juicy rumors. I think it's the most powerful. Intrigue +4, criminal contracts +50%. We've got the lock wagon. Mercenary contract rewards up by 50%, and we can also entice those mercenaries. Couldn't even say it. And then the last one gives night effectiveness per intrigue and scheme secrecy. Wow. I think we're going to move on before I say any more words wrong and everybody laughs at me in the comments. Beautiful. Oh, look, he changes his outfit. Becomes like a real villain. He's doing it for his daughter. I mean, obviously, he wants the land too, but he's doing it because his daughter convinced him to do it. And I think this is quite nice. Let's have a look then. What have we got for our internals? We've got libations for the lost. That's right. Where was that other building we saw where we had... Let's have a look. Was it in the pavilion? Nope. Maybe it was in the campfire. Ooh. Be refunded. Yeah, let's refund that, because I'm pretty sure that's where the juicy rumors was. That's what I'm looking for. 50% extra criminal contract rewards and intrigue +4. You know I've got to do it. And it's probably worth waiting for that to finish before we take some contracts. What we'll do then is we'll head to the castle. We'll go and... Oh, locals in the tavern. Oh, we can do it again immediately. Oh, sick. Okay. Carl, how do you tell stories so well? Let's use up for recruitment. We've got Alda Holmfrieder. She's very good. Whoa. Miracle Worker, Whole of Body. Oh my god. She would be a very, very good court doctor. Actually, they're both very good, aren't they? An evil blackguard. Look at you. A giant lady. A giant healer. Oh. I'm actually kind of into that. Okay, you know what? Let's take her. Alva, you're coming with me. That's so good. I think we would respect her quite a lot, given that he's a little bit of a giant himself, you know? Okay, I want to go and now see if the town crier has some... martial duties, balls. Honestly, that's fine. I mean, that's like the second best. They're not criminal, sure, but they are the second best for us after all. Let's go buy some supplies as well. can intimidate him. Is this not a criminal activity? The guards are summoned. Provision costs increase for 3 months. We'll get beaten because we tried to rob this man. It's a 76% chance of doing it. And if we're going to be a vagabond, look at the way he's pointing. What is this man doing? It's like a power stance. Or we say, oh, clumsy me, cause a distraction while Refill steals all the supplies. No, you know what? Beautiful. We're going down a more self-serving, let's not call it evil, let's not call it dastardly, let's call it selfish path, then I think that's a pretty good way to go about it. Let's head back. So then, do we have any criminal contracts just kicking around right now? What have we got here? Uncover secret. That's kind of the opposite, isn't it? Grand tournament. No way. Can we go there? You may not arrive in time. Oh, no. 52 days. You may not arrive in time. When is it starting? Can we find out? This is starting. Doesn't say planning. Archery. So the archery's already started. Oh, ceremony. Yeah, no, there's not much point going then, is there? We need to keep such an eye out for that. Yeah, notify me when I can join tournaments. Please, by all means, do. Well, I guess we'll go instruct some knights. It's Chieftain Hrolfer. He already likes us quite a bit, don't forget, because we've done some work for him before, so I think that's all right. We don't need the wilderness kit at this point, I don't think. Oh, maybe we'll stick with it. It's a small amount of gold just to ensure that we're not getting any inconveniences along the way. Seems like a safe bet. And let's just speedrun some of these. We've seen, I think that when we've seen, like, these contracts in depth, we'll probably just start blasting through them a bit now. One thing I am going to do, though, is keep an eye on their stats, because obviously we're training them. I want to have a look and see if they are... Oh, can't keep up. That's a shame. So that's already lost some money there. I'm just going to see if they're any good, see if there's somebody we want to steal for our camp as well, see if we want to poach them. And then we've got Vigfus. Vigfus, are you any good? No, not really. That's okay. And then 627. Beautiful. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. 123 gold. I'll take that. So your hook on Chieftain Hrolfer has been replaced by an excelled at contract hook. Interesting. What hook we had on him before? I guess it was just a random... Your hook on Striker. See, it was the same guy from before again. And I guess we'll immediately go back and do that a second time, eh? We're still waiting on the camp to be built. And it was the same 3 guys that were training again. Olafur, Halfdan can't keep up. Vigfus can't keep up. So we failed. We only trained 1 out of the 3 nights. Well, that's okay. A little prestige isn't bad. It's when he starts taking my money, I'll probably start panicking a bit more. We can visit the holding again. Sick. We'll go with the locals, and let's go for 18 gold to keep going into wit. I mean, it's going to give us... What have we got now? +1 diplomacy. It's going to upgrade it to plus 5% monthly lifestyle experience and zealot vassal opinion. I think it's worth the 18 gold. I think this is really powerful, and we should be doing it quite a lot. Who's up for recruitment then? Anybody we want? Bear in mind, we've filled. I think at this point we've got a good steward. We've replaced our priest. What was his name? Floaty the Goaty with, of course, the giant healer woman. Alfreda and Dreefer. Dreefer is very good. Is that not the same person from before? No, the other person was a wise woman and bleeder, wasn't she? Nah, we're good. He's having the time of his goddamn life over there, isn't he? Oh, I need to give someone a shout out here a second. Seeing Refill the Chase character screen there reminded me. Suspicious Cupcake over on Discord has updated the player opinion and personality mod and has made a patch for it to work with show more traits. So now we can see all of this screen, you know, when stuff starts going off, especially when you get more complex characters like Grigna. There's a lot of stuff that it just makes it easier to see it all, right? And then the player opinion and personality shows our opinion of other people. I think lets us make more kind of role-play focused decisions, even though it's maybe a little more secondary this playthrough. We can just go visit again. I guess all that other stuff that we've just done is off of cooldown, right? Or we can just keep going back. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, shit, that's strong. And we just keep journeying back and forth and upgrading that. That's going to get patched out, isn't it? That's absolutely going to get patched out. We might as well do it one last time to finish that off, and then we don't have to worry about it again, huh? I mean, it's only wit, ultimately, so it's not amazing. Oh, I should have been checking for contracts. Ooh, just in case that resets as well. Very good point. Yes, sorry, let's go ahead and finish that. Boom. There's maxed out Hastaluda. Maxed out wit in the Hastaluda trait. There you go. 10% army movement speed, very powerful. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 10%. This is all stuff that we're getting to grips with. I played, obviously, a bit more legitimately during the preview build. I was trying to experience it as the game was thrown at me, not doing stuff like this, so I could get a better opinion of kind of the average player. But in this case, That's something that we'll probably do immediately for our next character as well. Oh, it bloody stacks, doesn't it? Of course. So that's +3 diplomacy, 15% lifestyle experience, 20% movement speed, 10 opinion of hostile loaded characters, and 10 zealot vassal opinion. Granted, we probably spent maybe close to 100, 200 gold on that across all those years. But I think that was still a good trait to purchase for that cost. God damn. Yeah, no, let's go see if the town crier is off of cooldown. No, see, the town crier goes on cooldown. Right. I thought that was the case. Okay, cool. I wonder if that's like every 6 months or whatever. So is there any other contracts around, or are we going to have to go traveling? Yeah, I guess we'll go... Should we finish this one, or should we just head off? I guess we'll just head off. There's no point staying here if there's not, you know, what I'm looking for. Determine personal deity. I missed that, didn't I? Okay, we've got the devotee of Odin, giving us intrigue and piety per dread. We've got Ulla, martial, movement speed in provinces affected by winter, 50%. That's crazy when we stack it with our current movement bonus. Devotee of Thor gives stewardship and prowess, and Devotee of Freya for fertility and control growth. What does control growth... I presume that wouldn't do anything for us when we're in a camp, huh? Out of all of them? Maybe Ulla? Kind of double down on what we've got going on. Hunter, warrior, agents of glory. That seems kind of appropriate. Visit the market. Ooh. Lose 50 gold. Something new, something shiny, something rare. Nothing seems to be more like a new purchase. Nah, we're good. I'll save that for when we're a bit more stressed. Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally forgot that we were a profligate. Let's head down then to... Should we go over to Denmark? See if Denmark have got anything for us. There's another kingdom right next door. A totally safe journey. Couple of minor things there. And then we'll be visiting, of course, the capital as well. So we get 200 martial lifestyle experience. Let's go and head down. Not that much in terms of provisions. Might want to stockpile more provisions so that we go on longer journeys. Ooh. Rule of reputation. Nah, that's okay. We'll just pass on through. Hello there. Oh my god, we've got a whole bunch of people. Following a sentry, I enter a dimly lit tent next to my pavilion where a bedraggled trio of locals await me. I'm sure that's a real word. They look nervous, as though being here were a risk. One of them stands before giving me a truly awful bow.
Greetings, your lordship. My name's Budvar. The big lad is Aki, and t'other's Ulfa. We're here to enlist.
I don't know why they're Yorkshire. We're here to, because he said t'other. We heard of you ever since we got here. And we think we could be an asset in your operations. We've got Budvar, who is pretty good all round, actually, not too bad. Ulfa, impotent. Sad, impotent Ulfa. I'm so sorry, little guy. Minus 50%. That's so terrible. I mean, in Crusader Kings, obviously. And then Aki the Lion. Strong, gallows bait, unyielding, a misguided warrior. Oh. Am I going to take in this ragtag band of random gallows bait fellas? This guy's a thief. This guy's a trickster. And then this guy is a poacher. Ooh. An asset in your operations. Okay. What do you think? You got to pay the pot first. Put some money in the... Oh, you know what? Let's take him. All for the bold? You're coming with me. What is a bold nickname? Much of his life without getting a suitable crown gracing his head, and the court refuses to let him forget it. It's probably not very appropriate for just a dude on the road. And then we've got Magnus, son of wolves. Slow, hail. Just a random wolf kid. So we travel through the wildlands of Helsingor. I find myself with a distinct feeling of being watched. Hiding though poorly, I see a frail, dirty boy watching our entourage. Remember, our caravan informs me that they say the lands are haunted by someone they call Magnus, who is said to have been raised far away from human society by a wolf. Just ignore him. We get stalked for 2 years, or chase him back to his wolf friends. Yes, chase that child. You shoot the feral child. He's got to put the safety of his own children, of course, ahead of some random wolf kid. And here we are. Is there anything down here? Absolutely nothing. I think we need to move further south, don't we? To the capital of the Kingdom of Denmark. We'll stop here for a while, visit the castle, as we tend to, and see if they've got anything for us. Probably also get some provisions, too. Let's go fishing, actually. Is there a boat we can rent nearby? I'm making my way down to the banks of the water. The scent of salt and fish fill my nose. A couple of people are fishing. A day like this doesn't come up every day. Shall we spend the 15 gold on the provisions? Let's just go. Let's just see what the regular decision can give us. This is good. I inhale deeply and exhale as I cast out my line on the water. The hook lands with a quiet plop and the world goes silent. I close my eyes for a moment to rest when I'm suddenly jerked away by something pulling the fishing pole out of my hands. 92% chance of just losing stress. 75 provisions with that one. Let the pole glide through your fingers. We just let it disappear and we give up. We just enjoy the stress loss. I do kind of want the provisions, but I guess we're not getting that then. Nothing bites. No, apparently not. Alright, I guess we're going to buy some provisions then. Now, of course, it's obviously worth coming back to the tavern and having a chat with some of the storytellers, even if we've already got the We've already got the wit. I know this one. Intrigue increased by 1. Oh, interesting. So we don't get Hasteluder. We just gain a stat now. 30. We can afford to take 30 through stress for 1 intrigue. Absolutely we can. This is becoming quite a sharp Grigner, isn't it? Let's see who's up for recruitment. We've got Ugmunda. Hello there. How you doing? Oh, sorry. I just refilled the second. Don't like you. Homfrieda is pretty good. Good Marshal. You're okay as well. No, I don't really want any of these people. Sorry. Let's interrupt refills dancing. Let's go to the market and see if we can buy some supplies then. So it supplies your entire store. Sorry. But of course I meant intimidate and get some supplies here. Town Cry's got anything for us? Nothing at all. I think we're going to move further south to where it's a bit more busy then. Because we're kind of running a bit dry on the contracts. We could go support a faction or whatever. I want us to focus on doing what it is we want to do. Let's turn that off for a second. So we are going far away from our lands to the dreaded Paris. Provisions run low past this point, and privation events will occur. We'll see what happens. But I think other than that, we'll be fine. We'd have to buy the wilderness kit, really. Do we? Nah, it's probably not worth it. Save on the gold. I know it's only 4 gold, but when you're making no gold right now... Oh, shit. Sickness already. There are 2 ways about it. Whether from weather, terrain, overloading, or simple bad luck, some maladies gotten into the camp's pack animals. Can we treat them? 25% chance. We redistribute our gear until they recover. It's a martial challenge. He's a good leader. He knows how to supply armies. He knows what happens when this goes wrong. Do that. Ease the burden, ease the suffering. Well done. Good work. And every adult follower gains respect. I think he's a very, very respected leader. The woodland of Slesvig are swarming with tiny, dark, blood-sucking insects. We've got mosquitoes again. Push through. They're just mere insects. Careful. Very, very close to breaking down here. Gruber is at the age where a child absorbs everything and anything around her like a sponge soaking up water. Though present circumstances prevent me from giving her the finest of educations, the young lass seems no eager to learn for it. Instead, the tutors and books of someone more fixed wealth might be entitled to, she roams the camp shadowing my officers and eagerly assisting them in their duties. Whoa. A little nudge towards someone in specific would do wonders for focusing her efforts. So we're going to nudge her towards his second in command, his wife. It's a funny way to refer to her. He's all about business. She gains, Grima this is, gains 2 diplomacy, 2 martial. Mistress Halfreader gains high opinion of Grima. She gains high opinion of her mother. That's nice. She's coming out pretty goddamn well. 9 years old, 10 diplomacy, 9 martial. She's not bad at all. She's kind of becoming like Grigner, except instead of his intrigue, she's getting diplomacy instead. Just see how she plays out. I mean, obviously, our guys got good diplomacy there, too. This should give you provisions, I think. If you stop for a bowl of soup, you should get, or stew in this case, you should get some provisions. Food was amazing. You ate a good meal for 2 years. Beautiful. Small health boost. That might help out when we inevitably starve in a second. And, oh, she wants to go explore. Gruber is leading several others in a mock cavalry charge across an even patch of ground. Battering small sticks and branches at imaginary foes as they send an illusionary foe skittering away in fear. After a moment, Gruber catches sight of me. The girl beams in my direction. Stay within sight. Transfer gain diplomacy, stewardship, or intrigue. Go and explore. Martial or learning. I think I want her to gain martial. I guess we won't know until we can play as her, right? A lesson in charity. Ormonred brought my daughter Grima to market today. Who was about to hand out arms to the poor and needy to learn about charity and ruler's plight to the less fortunate. The scatterbrained child couldn't decide who to give the gold to. At the end, she'd given 1 coin to the one-legged sorcerer, 1 to a blind urchin, used another coin to buy poached pears, gave 1 to me of all people, and lost the last one in a ditch. Which is one path when you can choose all of them. So we've got a choice here. We can give her fickle, generous, or arrogant. Fickle's quite appropriate, given how often we're moving around the countryside. So you know what that'll do. It goes well with already quite sizable diplomacy. And here we are. The Kingdom of West Francia. Look at all this we've got to do then, huh? Abduct foe. Criminal contract. You'll love to see it. Burn property. Criminal contract. You'll love to see it. And murder foe. Oh, we are getting in deep here. So after all this time on the road, we've got our camp holding built now, right? There is Roaring Campfire with the... juicy rumors. Very nice. Do we want to build something in the perimeter? Is there anything that would even help us? Oh, maybe a better question is there anything that we can even afford? Not massively. So the camp perimeter is all about your units, except for camp hygiene for the plague danger. I don't think that's going to be relevant for a little while. Okay. I guess we'll just hold off for now. We should upgrade our core pavilion at some point. Get some more building slots just generally. I think let's go to town. We can visit the actual castle this time instead. So let's go ahead and see what they've got. This allows us to steal their man-at-arms. Let's have a look at Paris Castle. Visit the local training grounds. Can't afford a training session. Need a proving grounds to employ the Master Arms. I might do that because they always tend to be quite good. Oh, except for this guy, which is terrible. Well done for proving me wrong. Able bodies at the garrison. So we could steal Charles, who is a stupid Midas touch man. You're very good for a stupid character, to be fair. We've got Robord, who's a military engineer, tough soldier, or Aki the Lion. Aki the Lion, you're mine already. What are you doing here? Oh, he's just accompanying us to the castle, I see. Anyone fancy a round of dice? There's a chance that we'll win. There's a chance that we'll get 30 gold out of this. It's always worth doing this, because statistically over time, we're only ever going to profit. Oh, for God's sake, why'd you do that? 15 gold down, never gamble, it never pays off. Let's go to the locals in the tavern. I know this one. You have reveled in a story recently. Return on the 3rd of January, 895. Interesting that they put a cooldown on that then and not the Hastalooter thing. I guess because you're paying money for it. Fair enough. You learned something from the moral of the story. 2% chance of increasing martial by 1. Wowee. Alright, we gain exotic martial. Sadly, not enough, but that'll do it. And then, finally, Orangard. Terrible. Well, a good stewardship character, but we really don't need one right now. Gilbert de Chartres, you're pretty good. High martial, high learning. I think let's see how we get on with our criminal contracts, and then we can kind of find the gaps in our lineup and figure things out from there. We've intimidated Jocelyn and stolen his apples. Very good. Town Crier? Ooh. Scholarly work might be a nice change of pace. God, that hairstyle is gone, pal. You just need to shave that off. Collaborator, how interesting. 2 intrigue contracts or organization. Let's go for the intrigue contracts because our intrigue has grown to quite sizable levels here. I don't think it can spawn in criminal contracts with that, right? Mug wealthy citizenry. No, see, these are the intrigue contracts here. That was just popped up. God, there's so much criminal stuff to do. Okay, let's get to work. Let's start with mugging the wealthy citizenry. That worked out really, really well for us before. And now we've got a hell of a lineup of people, so I think this is going to go quite well. What's we got here? High stakes bartering. Oh, look at this. When passing through a barony, you gain 25% of the holding's loot value as gold. High-stakes bartering perk. Boy, I would like that. Search for secrets. That could be very good. Encourage relationships. That which binds us, probably under diplomacy or chivalry. Gather inspiration. Follower has a random chance of becoming inspired. That's cool. And then you can have them craft artifacts for you while you're on the journey. Proselytize to locals. That high-stakes bartering seems very, very powerful. Let's see if we can track that down. Where is that going? It's got to be under stewardship, right? High-stakes bartering. There it is. Avaricious. That actually wouldn't take too long to get. I'm kind of tempted by that, to be honest with you. Bonus modifiers from the Steadfast camp. Temperance also scales from Dread. Sure. Steadfast is that's the camp type, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, no, what am I thinking of? Am I going mad? Maybe I'm going mad. Doesn't matter too much. It's never really mattered on this channel anyway. What was I looking at before? Yeah, right. So do we want to swap over? Maybe just lock in Overseer for the little martial bonus, the little stewardship bonus, and then, honestly, that sounds really, really powerful. Ooh. I think we'll do that. I think let's go Overseer, and let's go down to high-stakes bartering. That seems like a really, really powerful way. Effectively, what that allows us to do is almost directly swap provisions into gold. We just do a massive loop across the map, make a shitload of cash, especially around all these much more richer areas now we've moved out of Scandinavia. That could be very good. Okay, let's go mug some citizenry, then. Speaking of making some money, let's get down there. So the first thing I want to do is make enough money to be able to continue upgrading the camp so that, of course, there's always something going on in the background while we're here. Sooner we're done, the sooner we're back on the road. I'm going to take the gamble. Like I said, that way we can see what we're missing in terms of slots. So she's 35, no matter where we put her. She's so good, isn't she? Okay, or do I want to bank on her secrecy? Ooh. That could be quite good. It's only 23% secrecy right now. Oh, but then I could put her there, and that takes down to what? 46? I was thinking about it backwards in my head, weren't I, there for a second? You know what? Let's go for that, then. Let's go for a little bit of speed. You don't need high speed secrecy if you're just going to do it in 30 seconds flat, huh? Right. Okay, so you are kind of terrible. Let's put you there. Let's take her off of lookout. I guess we will keep you there. Okay, fair enough. And then, so Gregarious Fickle. Diplomacy intrigue. We could do with the diplomacy character. I don't think we've really got many of those right now in the colony, do we? Colony? In the camp, do we? Wrong word. Okay. So we're looking at 10 days till next phase, maximum 30%. Obviously, we're looking at a 50-50 doing it like this. I think maybe in the future, we'll swap over to the more middling contracts so that we can get a higher success chance. 50-50 when we are doing these criminal activities. We're not good enough, I think, to continue with this gamble. We're already there. Oh, my God. Back alley robbery of Rudolph. Knives out, clear and quiet. We intimidate him, 50 gold. Half-read. I suppose the benefit to having this 50-50 is we get some stuff up front here. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's intimidate him. He's developed a grudge against us. I don't care. Who is he? Just some random dude? Count Comrade Steward, Count Comrade's personal physician. Because we annoy too many people in this, it's quite possible they could just launch a murder plot against us for against a random peasant for having a grudge on so many. So we've got to be a little bit more careful. We're already well over halfway done with this contract. Knives out. Let's do it. This is already great money that we're getting here. They say children react more to anyone else, more than anyone else to the places they find themselves. It's fortunate for my daughter Gruber then that she finds herself in the company of the most cunning thieves, ruthless bandits, and vicious scum that I've been able to gather. A fine environment for a young girl to grow up in, and one where she seems to be determined to take its many lessons to heart. The attitude will serve her well. She becomes deceitful, arbitrary, callous, sadistic, paranoid, kind of shoehorning you into you get a lot of these events where they will allow you to find the playstyle that you like, and then you can build up your kind of successor to have similar traits. Because obviously it's going to be quite tough otherwise. Perhaps we could consider another path. Just give her an extra 2 Marshal. Just for free. I mean, that is what we're trying to get her to do, isn't it? Extra 2 Marshal for free like that is pretty goddamn nice. 9 years old, 11 Marshal. I think she's going to come out really well. Anyway, let's blitz through the last of this contract. Shouldn't take too long now. God, these robberies are tremendous, aren't they? We might as well cancel that plot to sway Chieftain Ivor as well. We could try winning over the King of France, King Charles II. Okay. I think I could give that a go for sure. What's the chance of us even swaying him? Poor. I think there's no point in many personal schemes. I'd love to have Befriend just unlocked by default. I think that's such a fun feature to be able to build up little friendship. Make it harder, but just make it universally accessible. I don't think there would ever be a downside to that, right? And here we go. End of the scheme. We've already made a good amount of money. Is it worth maybe investing in the camp just in case? No, let's just take it. Execute it immediately. Success. Oh my God, we succeeded again. Beautiful. Thanks to Count Comrade's utter inability to enforce order on the streets of his own capital, the freelancers of Oda are able to shake down more of the collective citizenry of Sens for everything they've got. I will admit, that's one thing that I'm noticing more and more now that I'm reading it out loud to you all, is there's a lot of localization issues. Minor little bits here and there. I keep thinking it's me missing words, but no. Are able to shake down more the collective citizenry of Sens. I've noticed that quite a bit, but again, that's all very minor stuff, isn't it? I don't mind too much. Not an honorable way to earn a living, perhaps, but profitable? Extremely. Well, very extremely. We went from almost no money back up to 348. Ooh, we become a gardener. Should we become a gardener? That should help out with provisions. If it doesn't, they've really missed a trick there. Although, then again, what are you going to do? Plant potatoes at your camp and then move it? That's not how that works. You can't bring the potato saplings with you. At least not easily. Colour me intrigued. All right. Getting down to earth. That's pretty good. Medium health boost, because we're doing some dangerous stuff out here after all. So then, we're after some provisions. Yeah, actually, I was just about to say that we should... I think we'll go for the safer option, actually. Oh, it didn't work out too well. I was going to say, we should, when we get back to camp, go to the castle and buy some provisions immediately, because this is not doing too well. Or, you know, whatever it is we happen to do with provisions here. Probably shake them down again. 65 gold for 1,300. Honestly, I think that's probably worth doing, because that totally refills us. It's one less thing to worry about, isn't it? How much are you willing to pay for my animal figurine? 46. Or we could shake down a merchant. I'm going to give it a go, because we also lose stress. Oh, but we have to sell it. But if we fail, we do... It looks as if we do have to sell it. Okay, I'm not doing that then. Sod that. I could take a swig. I'm up for lucrative opportunities. That's what we're after. 2 more criminal contracts. Oh, my God. We should have moved to France sooner. Can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Yeah, sorry. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to the tavern. Just see if we can gain a little skill point here and there. 6% chance of 1 extra intrigue. We didn't get it, but we did get the 2 temporary points from exotic intrigue. And then, again, I'm looking for a diplomat then, huh? I think that's kind of the hole in our current lineup. She's quite good. How much is she? Achieve. 58. Well, she can go and achieve things far away from me because she's not that good. Okay, here we are. Confidence Trickster. burn property, murder foe, abduct foe, heist treasury. Oh. Well, that sounds quite good. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the one that I was doing loads. I don't remember the name of the quest specifically, but I'm pretty sure this is the one I was doing loads in the preview build, where you get the opportunity at the end of the quest. For those of you who watched the Elven Destiny playthrough we did on the channel, where you find a vault and it's full of treasure, and then you can take a gamble on stealing more and more, this is basically the same mechanic. And as per usual, I found myself losing all the money to an unnecessary gamble. You've just got to do that, you know? He's an ambitious man. He's got his sights set high. He wants to be landed, even though he's just a peasant. He's doing it for his daughter. So, get on with the task. A wide balance. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, isn't it? A balanced range of contributions. I think that this one's too slow. And I think our people are good enough that we can get to a nice middle ground there. So. God, she's so good. Immediately, half reader by herself takes us from 30% to 64%. Then, we can reduce the time down by 18, which I think I'm going to take. It's either that. Yeah, because, I mean, Order is pretty good as well at thievery. What do you think? Otherwise, it's 98 days per phase. So even this is taking a while. Good lord. Okay. Let's put Alva on thievery, right? Or is she a better infiltrator? Nah, put Alva on thievery. There you are. I was going to say, she's clearly not a very good infiltrator. She's 7 foot tall. And then for our thief, we've got... Refill the chased. 100% success. It's a shame there's not like a middle ground where we can add a little bit more speed. Because that's 66 days per phase. We've got 100% success chance. I mean, I get why there isn't. Otherwise, it would be, you know, somewhat unbalanced. And now we play the waiting game. Ah, beautiful. It's been a couple of months here. We've got ourselves the Marshal perk available. No events so far. We're going to take Overseer, and then I think we pivot. Because then we're kind of being a little bit of Viking-y, aren't we? If we're going around... I understand the point is we're kind of making trades as we're going along. The fact that we're going around taking a little bit of loot based on the loot bar, maybe tricking them, maybe using our wit. Bear in mind we've got Hasta looted, we're a criminal. I don't think this is too far out of his character scope, to be honest with you. We're already at 63%. I think that as soon as we hit the... Oh! Single time in Rouen has proven beneficial for my daughter Björg. She has managed to pick up passable Diol Volga. French, basically. Early French. Smart girl. She can teach me too. I'll just take the prestige. That's good. I don't think we need to rush it. I was going to say we'll get up to 10 of the advantages and then push it, but we're just going to hit 100% and be done with it. Look at that. Might as well just execute the bloody scheme outright, huh? Boom. A spot of larceny. Success. We get 113 gold. If you wish... Oh, God, it is this quest. If you wish, you may try to steal even more gold. Like imps tweaking the nose of Njorda, my band and I sneak into the treasury. A lot quietly picked here, a sentry judiciously stabbed there, and suddenly the wealth of Rouen unveils before us. Our sacks are filled as quickly as we can and we're gone. Hang the consequences, just hopefully not for us. He has 382 gold, that is lootable. It can be stolen in increments of 50. We do not have a master thief or a master of spoils. I don't believe we've even unlocked them, have we? No, we have not. I think we take the gamble. I should not. So, here we are. We can stay low, knives out, intrigue challenge, 50 more gold. 11% chance we gain +1 breach. After 5 breaches we lose. Refill, put your shoulder into it. Now, let's always go for the top option. Why the hell wouldn't we? Beautiful. Slit in the throat of a late-rousing sentry, I catch the body and glide it gently, quietly to the floor before kicking it over to the deepest shadow I can find. Wiping the blood off my blade, I toss the poor fool's post. Some fancy embroidery here, a little silver there, it all adds up. Toss over. Death for a good cause. And then we keep going, right? I spy a lockbox. Okay. So we're going to get different outcomes here. We can just push it with stress. Take your current haul and run. We're brave. We would never. Brave and ambitious, of course. A dangerous combo, perhaps. Let's do it. We're going to stab another guard. Steal some more. Patrol coming. Get them from both sides. This is what we're after. Boom. Oh, we're getting good outcomes. If we get, like, diplomacy and stewardship, we're probably kind of screwed. And I doubt there's a learning outcome, is there? Let's go for stay low, knives out. 88% chance of stealing another 50 gold. Oh, my God. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. That door looks important. Smash it. 93. Full send. Here we go. Holy shit. 250 gold out of a possible 382. We are going to be richer than most other rulers on the map at this point. Stay low, knives out. Beautiful. And then, that door looks important. Smash it. We're at 300. Patrols coming. Get them from both sides. This is ready. Final one. 88% chance. Oh my god, we did it. We actually got the whole bloody thing. And that's everything? By the order. We've taken literally everything lootable within Count Reynard's castle, divided it out into one sack and another, and crudely bundled it together to make a minimum amount of noise, saving only for the most precious of artifacts. The Count is in for a very poor morning when he wakes. There's nothing left to do but now but leave. Take your haul and run. Oh my god. Oh my god. 16 experience in Thief is pretty crazy. God damn. Oh, this is sick. Oh, hell yeah. Let's sell this loot. Oh my god, I can't believe we actually succeeded. There was a commotion among the children today. Bjorg was attempting to preach amongst her fellow youngsters and became the target of a fight. Gruber intervened and did what she did to protect her. Never back down from a challenge, Gruber. She becomes brave. Oh my god, but she's wounded and ill. Oh. Zealous or brave? Brave for her. Brave, definitely brave. Yeah. Bear in mind, Grigner's been told his whole life he's a sinner for turning his back on the gods because he fell in love. I don't think he's going to be a very jealous man after that, right? I like the camp perimeter. I do. I'm thinking maybe we knock it down. Go for the pavilion. It's boring. It's boring, but gives us that extra building slot. So I think we'll take it. It's a long-term play, isn't it? I think maybe we just focus on getting that upgrade. I was going to say, swap that over for some thievery stuff, and then we're going to get more of a benefit out of all these contracts. Let's play the long game here. Move your accursed tent, damn it, Asa. This is my spot, cries Aki, disrupting my evening walk. Asa seems unmoved, simply folding her arms across the chest. Aki walls around me. Boss Grigner, please, discipline this wretch. Figure out amongst yourselves. He's below him. Holy shit. So, I guess what we'll do then is buy an artifact. Huh? Nobody wants to sell anything to us. There's a pedestal item, which of course we can't use. Masterwork trinket detail maps. Oh shit. 10% provisions capacity, 10 travel companion opinion, travel safety, travel speed. How much are they? 101 gold. We'd also have to repair it. I think that's well spent. I think I'm actually quite happy with that. Let's get that repaired. Another 38 gold. Yikes. I mean, look, you got to think of it as a long-term investment. Travel speed, travel safety up by 20% and 20%. That's bloody strong, isn't it? Can we buy a second one? Do they stack? I'm going to do it. 93 gold to that lady. Buy it off of her. These are probably other adventurers who have fallen or had their artifacts taken or whatever it happens to be. It's just inherited down the chain as it tends to. God damn, that's given us a stacking 40% travel speed, 40% travel safety, 10% extra, so 20% obviously extra provisions capacity. That's worked out bloody well. What should we do now? Should we be a confident trickster? Should we burn property, murder a foe, or abduct someone? Ooh. I think let's go abduct that foe. It's the closest target. I think we need a nice, simple, fast quest to wrap things up here. My lord, the knight says, bowing his head. It's most fortunate that you and I came to meet in this crossroad, for I'm in search of a marvelous fountain of water which is said to cure all illness. My daughter is ill. My daughter is ill. Yes. Do you want me to forget about that foolishness? We can just take Adamar with us. Don't get me wrong, he's good. Never leave a knight unattended. Lead the way. I need it for my daughter. The knight leads us up to a small clearing where a natural fountain glimmers, the light reflecting on the surface in a blissful shimmer makes the water look so bright it feels like a second sun. Careful, a beast, a guardian. The knight points at a stag standing between us and the fountain. I shall fight it. Adamar becomes the owner of healing water. I'll distract it, you get the water. You shall make a fine distraction. He's brave. Turn against himself to get some healing water for his daughter. You know what? I'm going to do it. He's done everything else for his bloody daughter, so let's take it. Okay, Odin, I need a drink. He becomes a drunkard, or he becomes irritable. No, endure it. Just trust me on this. It's a horrible idea on the surface, but trust me. Sooner we're done, sooner we're back on the road, no slip-ups. So what do we want to go for here? Secrecy and success chance. So we've got thug, muscle, footpad. So that one's... So we've got 3 success, 1 secrecy, 1 speed. The top one is 2 success, 3 secrecy. The third one is 3 speed, 1 success, 1 secrecy. Or, no slip-ups, any of you. 3 secrecy. Honestly, I'm going to say the sooner we're done, the sooner we're back on the road. I think it's worked out quite well for us so far. So, let's put, let's put Ulla on there for that success chance. Because then at maximum, we've got a 77% chance. I think that's more than okay. My wife, and we can get this quest done. Look, we can get this quest done in seconds with these people. Minus 10 days till the next phase. We're going to put Budvar on there. And then you on secrecy. What's it going to take no time at all? We've quite literally got minimum time between the... There is a minimum time. You don't just, like, complete the quest instantly, obviously. Beautiful. Blast it along 10 days at a time. Oh, God, it's Asa and Aki again. A weapon is drawn and blood is about to be spilled. Why not settle it with a proper duel? Immediately duel to the death. Intervene? No. Have I got either of them on the quest? Asa, I have. No. Intervene. Put a stop to it. They gain opinion of us. They respect us. Good. Quite as well they should. Otherwise, you're potentially going to ruin this for us. Let's just quickly blitz through then and max out this scheme and get it done. It's another 40 days at most. Father, I have a request, stammers my daughter Grima. Behind her, shyly clinging to my girl's hand, likes a gangly French youth. This is Arnault. I really like him. I was wondering, could he come with us? His parents, too. He can't leave them behind. Jaspert, Melisenda, and Arnault. She's fallen in love with a club-footed boy. So we could accommodate another family. Oh, God, they become loyal, but it's 600 provisions. Surely just a seasonal fling. You'll get over it. Yeah, I'm not taking these people. Oh, he vanishes without a trace. We never see him again. I'm sure he's fine. He went to live on a farm. You understand. Right, let's execute the scheme, see it through then. Cover every angle. 77%. Failed. Oh, no. Try again. I think we do try again. It's so bloody fast. Oh, shit. No, it's over. I'm seeing a distant lack of Engrand Grigner, snarks Count Berenga, gesturing around his office. We had a contract that you bring the fool to me, and yet I'm not seeing the fool I asked for. Grit my teeth and shake my head. You're lucky I'm focused on other quarry, brigand. Now leave before you waste more of my goodwill. We've just failed it. Oh, well. Maybe we do go for a success chance then. It wasn't really worth the gamble, was it? Because we were way faster than we needed to be. Okay. Well, that's all right. Sorry, we can build a new thing. Look at this. So, supply tent, barber's tent, baggage train, mess tent, proving grounds, sub-buildings. We've got herbalists, brewers, curers, bakers, guild cooks. Okay. Baggage train could be good if we're doing criminals. But then again, I like the barber's tent because we get the mortician's tools, don't we? Any battles nearby, give us some extra cash. Just go all in on the evil, huh? Subdued gear. Was that the one that lets us... Yeah, Gallasbeck experience minus 25 unlocks the Master Thief. I think we're going to take that Master Thief. Because that worked out so well for us. Supply tent has been constructed in Grigner's camp. I mean, we've totally transformed the base over the course of today, huh? Bloody hell. Why are the ambient sounds so loud? Christ. Subdued gear. There you go. Oh, good lord. Well, thank God that was, covered up. The time has arrived once again to enter my tent and attempt to make a child with my wife. However, to my surprise, I see a fully clothed besides a nude man. I demand an explanation, prompting a knowing grin to form on her face. I've known for a while that you yearn for the touch of a fellow man. Frankly, I don't care who or what you want to copulate with. I just desire a true child of my own, born from the union. I do wonder where she found this poor man, but he certainly looks keen. Skalder is an attractive man. By Freya, if all my wishes come true, you lay with Skalder and Mistress Hafrida. Skalder becomes your lover, and we're going to wrap the episode up with a three-way. Okay. Your loving spouse, Mistress Hafrida, introduced Skalder to your bedroom, reigniting your passion with a threesome. Brilliant. Okay, well, that's a good ending. I think it's a powerful ending. Oh, no, but now he's got too many lovers. No. We would never... Listen... Skalder was an experience. Skalder was an experience, but I'm putting him aside. I would never choose him over Hafrida. Are you joking? Before we wrap things up for today, then, after a tremendous amount of success, I think what we need to do is maybe visit the market, spend a little money, get rid of a little stress. I think we're going to mark that as... I mean, it's a lot of money here, but we're clearly in some very rich lands. Let's go to the cart hoarding. If we go to the tavern to reduce a bit of stress, right? Story or two. Great story, friend. It's only 6 stress, but it's better than nothing. And then let's go and get ourselves some... Shit, where am I going here? Let's go get ourselves some supplies. I'm just going to... Oh, God. Okay, I'm wounded because she summoned the guards when I tried to rob her. Okay, things are falling apart a little bit here towards the end. The town crier has some intrigue stuff for us to do, so we'll take that as well. There is so much to do here. Tomorrow, because we've seen, you know, how a lot of these quests develop now, we'll blitz through them. Any contracts we've seen before, I'll start to edit down much more significantly now that we've seen them, and we can, you know, we kind of know the outcomes and the steps involved. New stuff, obviously, we'll keep it in until we've seen it all once, and then we'll just start picking up a bit of pace now, I think. We've got a goal in mind. I think we need to start picking up a lot of cash. When we've got good inflow, when our camp is upgraded, then I think we'll probably swap tactic to building up our military a bit, and we'll go from there. And we can do it a couple ways. Obviously, we could become a peasant leader, take a county, or we can just simply, we can just, like, found a holding, right? If we have enough money, if we're in an empty barony, if the local ruler has good opinion, probably best not to do it with the King of France, we'll move elsewhere, then we can just simply build a castle and go from there. This is good, though. That theft, in particular, was amazing. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Just imagine when the Elder Kings and the Game of Thrones mod get to really take full advantage of this. It's going to be absolutely insane. Some of the characters you can build, I think it's going to be... I think it's going to be incredible, bearing in mind both of those mods in CK2 had basically equivalent mechanics, right? Where you go on a little quest for Daedra, you go to Valyria on the adventure with the old man. Very fond memories in Game of Thrones doing that in specific. I think it's going to be an awesome time. And I think this is exactly what we've needed. I think there's such a logical progression into stuff like societies with this. I think there's such a logical progression into stuff like republics with this, right? With this unlanded playstyle. Maybe even theocracies that people have been asking for since the very early CK2 days, which we kind of got towards the end of CK2 with Holy Fury, where you got the, what are they called? Feudal theocracies or something like that up in Tibet and stuff like that. I think this could be... I'm really just hoping they stick to this idea for DLC, kind of this particular approach to it. I think it's going to be awesome. Thank you to, of course, the executive producer patrons for making the series in the channel possible in the first place. Thank you to Holy Reapers, Jinxie Cat, Mordecai Zuba, Evelyn X, Thomas the Dank Engine, Zinaparo, Niacynth, Vivi Heiter, Captain Elk, Critical John, Tristan Flanagan, Emily, Choppy the Bear, and Daggets for their support, the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. And a thank you to Callum James 3, Sabez, Pair of Pants, Alex Wareham, November, Bucky, Kai, Dragon of Elder, and Puka Boy as well. See you all tomorrow.